first, you need a shot of tequila. Next, need a recipe. Now, this recipe, pretty easy. 7 pounds, light malt extract. Check. Syrup, that's what it is. Second on the list, 2 pounds, lightest crystal malt, ground, and 8 ounces of flaked barley. Check, right there. You can get it from your local homebrew store. That stuff costs, $3. Okay, so now what we need to do, we need to boil some water. We've measured out exactly 3 gallons of water inside of this stainless steel can. Very important to get stainless steel. What I have here is a camp stove run on propane. Some people may choose to use a turkey fryer. Also run on propane. Boils fast, but not as high. I'm tall. I have a problem with that. Here, nice and high. What you're going to need is a wooden spoon. How are you going to stir anything without a wooden spoon? Now, what you want to do is take your hops. Here, we've got hops. They're dried, they're leaf. Pellets are okay. Leaf, better. Cheaper. More fun. You put them inside this bag. They're going to boil, according to the recipe, for 45 minutes. We're going to take this bag here. It's kind of a mesh sock. It goes for like $1, $2 at the homebrew store. We're going to put these grains here. Who's that? That's Gus. He's calling me. Alright. Yo. Wait. Right. And this is why we're making this video. Okay, here's what you're going to want to do. This makes it easy. Take this, take your grains, undo them like this. Get this crap in the bag. Yeah, easy as easy does, right? Pull this crap out the bag. Man versus Twisty Tie wins. Here, you take this. Shrink the shit off of there. Here's an idea. When did you find out? This on top like this, and then you turn it upside down and it fills right up. That was easy. You don't have to worry about trying to spill it. It's the hardest part. When you go and try to do this, you dump it everywhere, and then you feel stupid. You go like this, wrap it around the top, just like this once. Pull your finger through. There, nice and tight. And this is loose enough where the grains can move around. When you're boiling this stuff, set that aside for a minute. Alright, next you want to do your hops. And remember, before you do anything, what you want to do is take your yeast out of the fridge. And I'm using liquid yeast. Like that. You want to use this stuff, is great. You don't have to activate it. All you do is, when you're ready for it, you just dump it over the top like that, and it drains right in. It's great stuff. What you want to do is keep that out of the sunlight, or else it'll go bad. Nothing worse than buying yeast, finishing all your brew, and then all of a sudden your yeast is bad. You crush this up a little bit like this. Again, put the top over first, like this. Turn it around. Squeeze it in, like that. We're going to do one more using 3 ounces for this recipe. Oh, I don't know. You just crush it, probably use about half. The other half we're going to use for finishing hops. Oh, sorry, dry hops. The dry hops are after your when you put your beer into a secondary fermenter and you add hops. Then that's called dry hopping. You just take them just like this when they're dry. When you change over to a secondary fermenter, you just drop them right in the pot. You don't even have to worry about a bag, because when you siphon that out, all that stuff will come out. So just drop those right in there when you do that. Okay, that's about 3. Call that good. Well, a little bit more. A bit more. When you're picking hops, you want to pay attention to your alpha acids. This one is 5.1. That's relatively okay. That's right about medium. Anything higher than that is going to be really bitter and meant for bittering hops only. This is kind of a half bittering, half finishing hop. Well, anyway, it's pretty floral. It smells real good. You just tie this like this. Now this is going to be a boiling hop, so this is going to sit in there for the entire boil. All 60 minutes of it, you're going to boil for 60 minutes. Your grains and your hops. Okay, one of the things that you're going to want to have is very important is a timer. Timer for 60 minutes, because, you know, if you're drinking and you're making beer, time can go by so fast that you don't even know. And 2 hours have gone by and your beer's ruined. Next, what we're going to do is light up this stove here. We're going to turn this on high. We're going to boil this. What I've got over here is a fermenter. You see this glass bottle here. Now, I've got 2 gallons of cold water, coldish, in there, about room temperature right now. Maybe it's like 60-ish degrees. That's ready to go. Basically, if you take this water, when it's done boiling, without cooling it down too far, and then you add it to this glass, what happens is you break the glass. And that's a $30 mistake you don't want to make. So we've got cold water in there, and as soon as we dump this water, when it's done boiling, we dump it right into there, and they mix, and the temperature gets low, and that way you don't crack the glass. Alright, so now, get yourself a digital thermometer here. You get one from, I don't know, Kmart somewhere. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull this off. I'm actually going to add my grains before the boil. Why am I doing this? Just kind of soak them up. Think of it like tea. Like tea. So now you grab this. Oh. Grains, okay to add now. Hops, don't add until it's boiling.